Hello everyone, it's me, TurnShot999, and I have no idea what we're doing to this episode because I don't know anything. No, I do know stuff, I just don't know what the heck I'm doing. Anyway, we're first going to go into this weird area. What a surprise, Diglett dug these long tunnels. It goes right to the Viridian City. Interesting. Well, I already told you guys the name of this place, so Mini Shadow, if you don't mind, can you please take over the bios? Starting off one of the two Pokemon you can find here in Diglett Cave, obviously the first one being Diglett. Diglett is good depending on the situation. He is really fast, especially his final evolution, Dugtrio. But the thing is, he is a glass cannon. He can hit really hard and he can hit really fast, but usually after he gets hit by one or two moves, he's going down really fast. So that's, you have to be careful for. His defenses aren't the best in the world, and his HP isn't either. So that's what you have to worry about. But if you can, that's the one thing about him. If you can constantly attack with him and hit hard enough that you knock out the other person's Pokemon before they even get a chance, Diglett and Dugtrio are really good. But if you can't, you're going to be in for some trouble when trying to use him. Continuing on here with the Pokemon you can find here in Diglett Cave, its evolution, Dugtrio. Like I said before with Diglett, Dugtrio is a glass cannon and can hit like a truck, but the concept of a glass cannon is after it's done its job, it's going to go down really fast. So just be wary if you're going to be using a Diglett on your team that Dugtrio is fast, but if it gets outsped by anything, it's probably going to go down that one turn. So just be warned about that. But if you can catch one and train it well, it's a solid Pokemon in my opinion. Thank you. Now, I'm going to be running into all the Digletts. Why? Because I so well desire. Oh, Digletts are just so adorable. Maybe it's just maybe me, but I don't know. I just think they're cute. But what we're going to do is, because I actually bought them off screen, is use a Repel and And actually, what I did do is stuff. No. Off screen, I deposited most of the useless items that I'm not going to find very useful to me. Like, I'm trying to think. Just like some of the weird stuff, like all the TMs and whatnot. I deposited them back into the PC thingy. Yay! Hacked. Anyway, I'm gonna ignore the house for now. I've lost my train of thought. I put most of the useless items away into the PC so they wouldn't be filling up my inventory. God, apparently I can't speak today. Hi, remember me? I'm Professor Oak's aide. If you caught 10 kinds of Pokemon, I'm supposed to give you an HM05. So, Axel, have you caught at least 10 kinds of Pokemon? Yes, I have. Great, you have caught 10 kinds of Pokemon. Congratulations. Here you go. HM05, which is Flash. Flash? Okay. Apparently, people are telling us Repel's effect wore off, but whatever. Anyway, right there is an HP up. Flash, the HM for Flash anyway, isn't really required. It's just very helpful. And right there's a Moonstone. It's just very helpful for going into another piece of the dungeon, or another part of the game, which I believe there's only one part of the game where you actually need Flash. But it's actually very helpful to get through it, because if you are bad with, like, memorization and whatever, trying to get through that dungeon area is extremely difficult. Anyway, we're going to go back up here, and we're not going to go into our inventory. We're going to have Paris use Cut again. Haha, I win. And we're actually going to go in here now. I believe if you talk to this guy... nope. No, it's this guy over here. I'm looking for a Clefairy. Want to trade one for Mr. Mime? I would if I had a Actually, I don't like Mr. Mime, but... Mini Shadow, could you please give me a bio on Mr. Mime? Right here on Route 2, right after Diglett's Cave, you can find a trade offer for Mr. Mime for an Abra. Mr. Mime here has the height of 4 foot 3 inches and weighs 120.1 pounds. This is the only place in this game that you can get a Mr. Mime, so if you're looking for a good Psychic type, you really can't go wrong with Mr. Mime, just because its special stats pretty good for being a Pokemon that can't evolve, and it has the ability to learn both Light Screen and Reflect, so He's a real good supporter as well as being able to deal a lot of damage. So if you're looking for a good psychic type and a good, more or less, supporter Pokemon, you can't go wrong with Mr. Mime. And the fact that there's only one in this game makes it a little better, so you're not like praying for that 1% appearance rate that some Pokemon seem to have. So yeah, if you really want a Psychic type, you can't go wrong with Mr. Mime. He's probably the best thing you can get at this point in the game if you don't have somebody to trade with to get Alakazam. Thank you. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, we are going to... I'm saying anyway a lot because I should probably stop saying that. Anyway. We are going to go over here because this is where I intended to go. We are going to chop down this tree. Because that's what I do, is chop down all the trees, because all the trees need to be chopped down. And I'm actually going to go up here, back to Pewter City, because I don't think I explained this place that much. This is the Pewter City Museum of Science. I was about to say National History Museum of Pewter City or something weird like that. But no. Anyway, if you go over here and you cut on this little tiny bush here, and don't jump off the edge, and you go in here, there'll be a bunch of scientists around here. Talk to this one right here. Shush, I think this chunk of amber contains Pokemon DNA. It'd be great if a Pokemon could be resurrected from it, but my colleagues just ignore me, so I have a favor to ask from you. Take this to the Pokemon lab and get it examined. You received the old amber. I will tell you. He won't tell you what it is, but I will tell you. Actually, I won't tell you. Mini-Shadow will tell you. Tell the nice people who this Pokemon is. The Pokemon here you can get from the old Amber is Aerodactyl after resurrecting it. Aerodactyl is actually a really good Pokemon, and for me, my favorite next to Kabutops out of all the fossil Pokemon that you can get in general. Aerodactyl is actually the second fastest Pokemon in Generation 1, tied only with Jolteon and Mewtwo, and also has a great attack stat to boot. So, Aerodactyl, if you're looking for that good, fast Pokemon, Aerodactyl might be a good choice. Plus, since it is Rock type, it takes reduced damage from Electric type moves despite its flying subtype, which means it might be a good run for you. Just you're gonna have to get over the fact that now it's quad weak to Ice type moves, which there are a few Ice type moves in the game, so you're gonna have to be careful when using Aerodactyl. Because normally, if something hits him that's his weakness, he's usually gonna go down pretty hard. But that's a toss-up, and that's your choice. Thank you. Anyway, yes. Whee! Anyway, now what we're going to do is go back down this way. And we are going to go places. I actually don't know what we're going to do. I think I'm going to go back to that Route 11, not Route 12, like I was calling it. Like I called it like 15 times in that one episode. The last episode, I called it Route 12 like 3 or 4 times, despite the fact me knowing it was called Route 11. I don't know, I'm weird. We're gonna use another repel. And we're gonna get out of the inventory. Whee! I don't know why I'm humming and being weird. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a little tired. I don't know. I'll get over it. This cave seems shorter going through it the first time. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is, now that that's all over with, I'm going to battle a few of these trainers to get my levels up just a little bit, because I don't like fighting Lieutenant Surge at my current level, just because of horrible, happy, and horrible things, because he is extremely difficult. I think his Pokemon are like level 29, almost 30, when you get to them, so... Oh yeah, and off-screen I taught Mankey Mega Punch. It was TM01. Just because I felt that giving it a move other than Fury Swipes would be... That was just rude. Here, have a Karate Chop. I felt having a move other than Fury Swipes would be very helpful to him. So I decided Mega Punch would be that move. I don't think... No, I don't have antidotes on me. Well, it looks like we gotta do this the old-fashioned way. We gotta go back all the way to town. Repels. I don't care about Repel. Ow. Ow. It hurts. It hurts so much. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Wow. Poison Sting. poisons every single time it hits me. But no, not really. Anyway, I'm just gonna battle some of these trainers around here, to get my experiences. We'll get my levels up a little bit. Mainly Mankey, because Mankey's falling a little bit behind. And actually, now that we have HM05, what I'm going to do is contains Flash. Will you yes? I could have sworn Paris could learn Flash. Maybe it's in later generations it can learn Flash. But I think off screen it was obvious that I caught a few more Pokemon. I think one of the Pokemon I caught can actually learn Flash, so I'm just gonna be taking that one around with me. I really could have sworn that Paris could learn Flash. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting my games mixed up. I don't know. That is very possible. Win, lose, or draw. How about winning? I like winning. Winning is much more fun than losing. Gambler wants to fight. I think this is the only time, the only game that this class of trainer actually shows up in. Because I'm pretty sure in other generations he's called like Gamer or something like that, or Chance Maker or something like that, something weird like that. But I don't think he's ever called Gambler again, which is actually kind of weird. And Mega Punch, because that's just how it works. I'm gonna be replacing Mega Punch later on with an even more powerful move, but for now, Mega Punch plus Karate Chop is actually a really good moveset on Mankey for the moment, until I can get something a little better. Ooh, yay, Mankey's level 27. That's very nice. Mankey is trying to learn the move Focus Energy, but Mankey cannot learn more than 4 moves. What moves do we have? Yeah, I will get rid of Leer for that, because I like being able to guarantee a critical hit, especially now that Karate Chop has a reputation of just only critical hitting. That Gambler is a little weird, but whatever. Let's continue onward, and let's talk to this guy. My Pokemon should be ready by now. I would hope so. Ow. That hurt a little bit. Nidoran. Male. Mankey. I'm glad that abilities weren't implemented until later generations, because otherwise I could not be fighting Nidorans with Mankey right now. Because they get the ability, the Nidoran family, both male and female, have the ability Poison Point, which any physical contact they have, I think it's like a 50 or 30% chance to poison the enemy. So yeah, I'm actually glad that I'm not fighting the Nidoran family in later generations, because that would just get annoying over and over and over again. But let's go, Gambler. Bellsprout. I don't know, Bellsprout sprite in this game looks awkward to me. I don't know. Anyway, punch it to death. Punch it with your Mankey hands. Well, he did just that. And Oddish. No, I will not change. Mega Punch. Why? Because Mega Punches are awesome. Oh no! Really? More poison powder? I don't got time for this. Karate Chop. I ain't got time for that. Thank you for dying. Yay! Wish I had some full heals on me. But no. So, looks like we're just gonna tank a little bit of damage. Anyway. Now that I'm done rambling about randomness, what are you people up to? I've been doing good. I haven't recorded in a couple of days because, I don't know, I was just a little bit run down. So I just decided to be like, I'm not in the mood to record at the moment. But I decided that, hey, when's a good time than ever to record but now. Ow, that hurt. Ow, that's annoying. Oh, great. Karate Chop. Yay! More critical hits! Not like we need any more of these. About to use Zubat. No, I will not change. And Karate Chop. Or not. Oh, right. Forgot. Sand attack. Karate Chop, please. Nope. And Leech Life. Of course. Why not? Thank you, Karate Chop, for finally hitting. It's weird Well, it's weird not having a Zubat on my team because I'm used to having Zubats. I don't know. It's just weird not having a old Radar with us. Oh my god. Thank you. I don't know, sometimes I feel Pikachu's like just like a brick wall. He's just like, no, I will not move. You shall not make me move. You know what? Get on my bike. I'm not walking all the way there. Ooh, I lost my train of thought, and I didn't black out, but I blanked out. I'm like, blanked out. But no, I don't know. Anyway, let's heal up. And we are almost ready, I think, for Lieutenant Surge, which I think I might save for the next episode, because I want to show, something kind of fun, not really funny, but something interesting, to say the least. At the end of the well, not at the end of the episode, but after I'm done, like, battling some of these trainers. And yes, I'm keeping all these trainer battles in. Why? Because I just don't care. What do you think? Random battle is random! Hi, Pidgey. How you doing this fine evening? Good? Oh, well, guess what? I don't care kindly for your type. Go away. Anyway, we're gonna go which way? We battle you, we battle you, we battled you. We haven't battled you yet, but before we do that, I'm gonna actually use the HP up we got on Mankey, because Mankey's gonna be more of our bulky fighting type. So I want him to be able to stay out there and deal damage, but also take a few hits every now and again when he's gonna need them. Ooh, Growlithe. I like Growlithe. The Growlithe, not really. That's weird. Oh, right, yeah. Derp. Mega Punch. Or miss. No! Don't start being mean. Okay, I was about to say, don't. Really? Mankey was unaffected. Just punch it, thank you. I was about to say, please don't be mean. Please don't give me another stay ailment that I just got through getting rid of. Punch him. Thank you for punching him. Now, see, was that so hard? Hey, sweet, Mankey, you're level 28. That's always good. And now Vulpix is the last one that we have to deal with. Oh, she's so adorable. I don't know what it is. Vulpix and... I don't know. This is probably... Out of all the still sprites that are in the generations, that one's probably my favorite for Vulpix, just because it looks so adorable and battle ready. I saw this coming. Well, yeah, you said you didn't win at all. What? Mankey is evolving? Mankey evolved into Primeape. Sweet! Primeape was trying to learn the move Rage, but Primeape already knows more than 4 moves. Delete a move to make it learn Rage? Of course! Get rid of Focus Energy, because Focus Energy is useless to us. I would rather have Rage over Focus Energy any day. Sweet! And now we have a brand new Pokemon member with us, Primeape. I've been wanting this thing forever. And I knew Mankey was getting ready to evolve pretty soon. That's why I decided to train up on camera a little bit, because if I did what I said I was gonna do and hit wild Pokemon on screen, because that's just how I roll. No, go Primeape. I don't know. The back sprites on these games don't look good, but the front sprites look amazing. I mean, you just saw Primeape's sprite. That thing looks awesome. But whatever. But yeah, I knew Mankey was actually getting ready to evolve pretty soon, so I just decided to show these battles on screen. And show Mankey's evolution. Yeah, Hyper Fang, that's gonna hurt. Oh god. I love that move, Rage. And actually, I believe, if I remember correctly, Mankey is actually the fastest fighting type for, I think, almost 3 generations, or 2 or 3 generations. Because I know he's faster than both Hitmonlee and Hitmontop, Hitmontop, that's generation 2. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. God, I should stop mixing up my generations. But no, I believe he is the fastest fighting type. I think for actually both the Generation 1 and Generation 2. I think he's only beat out by the Generation 3 starter Blaziken. Well, the final evolution of the final evolution of the Fire type starter in Generation 3, which is Blaziken. Ugh. Rage is building. Attack Rose. Rage. God, that move is so good. Because as time goes on, that move just gets constantly stronger, and there's only one downside, is that you can't use any other move other than Rage. So if they switch out to like a rock type or something, you're kind of screwed because, well, Rage won't do anything to it because Rage is because they're a normal type move. And actually, when I was looking over some stuff, I actually had the third bio actually wrong on Gary's rival battle. When I was going over some of the details on it while in editing, I'd actually found out later on that Sand Attack in this generation was actually considered a normal type move instead of a ground type move in later generations. So if you go back to the previous video for the battle with Gary on the third rival battle, I believe, where both his Eevee and his Spearow know Sand Attack, it's written in brown text showing that it's a ground type move, and later in the fourth battle I show that the text is in white, or no, like a gray, to show that it is in normal type. Hi, remember me? I'm Professor Oak's aide. If you caught 30 kinds of Pokemon, I'm supposed to give you an item finder. Ooh, I want that, but I don't have 30 kinds of Pokemon, so no, I will not be getting that. Anyway, let's talk to this kid right here. I'm looking for a Lickitung. Want to trade one for a Dugtrio? No thank you. Well, I already been over the bio on Dugtrio. Let's get to the binoculars. A big Pokemon is asleep on the road. Interesting. We should go look at that. It's Cerulean City to Lavender Town by the way of Rock Tunnel. Yep, that's a little bit of foreshadowing right there. And they said a sleeping Pokemon on the route. Let me take a look. Oh, is it? Hold on. It's one of these. There it is! If you check that bush right there, it's a Hyper Potion. I knew there was a potion around here somewhere. And let's go to... A sleeping Pokemon blocks the way. Well, looks like we're not going that way anytime soon. Yeah, when I actually first played this game, I didn't know that later on you could actually wake that Pokemon up. I thought it was just like this weird roadblock thing, and I stood there for like 20 minutes, like just trying to wake that thing up. It was kind of funny. And then later on, I ended up just giving up and going through Rock Tunnel, thinking it was an optional thing, and I actually figured out that it wasn't. The engineer wants to fight. He wants to throw wrenches at me. No. He wants to build turrets. No, he's gonna build turrets and kill me. Haha, normal type moves are normal effective on you because you weren't a steel type until Generation 2. Haha, Magnemite. I know, that was weird. And me. But yeah, it's funny being able to do this to Magnemite and Magneton in this generation. Just being able to attack them with normal type moves, not having to fear of their resistance to it, because in Generation 2 they got changed from a pure electric type to a steel electric type. More Magnemites! Send out all the Magnemites! Primeape use all the rage! And yes, I have a name for him, I'm just not changed it yet because I can't get to Lavender City just yet. But God, I will give him his name later. You don't have to annoy me. Ooh, Primeape's already level 29, very nice. Wants to use Magna. Ooh, that is a big Pokemon. God, that's so cool. And that Magneton is almost dead in one shot. Primeape's Rage is building. Attacks Rose. Primeape use Rage. God, that is so good. Primeape is scary. Whoa, my spark plugs. Okay, dude, keep that kind of stuff to yourself. Anyway, I think there's only a couple more trainers that I've missed on the way. I think this one I missed out, but I'm just gonna ignore him. No, wait, no, I did battle him. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I think there's like one trainer I missed, and I'll go deal with him later off screen. But yeah, what we're going to do is actually show a couple of funny things. Well, not really funny, one funny thing, and then we're gonna probably end off the episode. If you go down, not here, well, yes, here, but wait, do I even have the item I need to do this with? Yes, I do. Sweet. We're actually gonna go into the next gym, but we're not gonna fight the next gym. I'm just gonna go show you something real quick. Let's see. Vermilion City Pokemon Gym Leader. Lieutenant Surge, the Lightning American. Interesting. Yo, Champion Macon. Lieutenant Surge is a nickname as people refer him to as the Lightning American. He's an expert with electric Pokemon. Birds and water are at risk. Beware of paralysis too. Lieutenant Surge is very cautious. You'll have to break a code to get to him. Let's see, I believe it is if you do this. Nope. I think you can do it with like the Super Rod, but you can actually fish on these things. Aw, it was not gonna let me. Sad face. It might be, I might be thinking of, yeah, it's not gonna let me. Well, game, make me seem like a complete and utter idiot. Or you might just have to have the Super Rod. I don't know. It's one of the two. Anyway, well, apparently the game's gonna be mean and not let me show a funny glitch where you could actually fish into the statues, but you won't catch anything. It's just kind of funny. But anyway, guys, now that I finished making your head hurt by walking around in circles for the past, I don't know, 30 or so seconds, I think I'm going to call an episode here. Off screen, I'm going to go battle that last trainer and go train Pikachu up to probably just one more level, so he's level 28, one level lower than my newly acquired Primeape. Aw, it's going to be sad not being able to call him Mankey. It's going to be sad. But oh well. We have a brand new Primeape that's just going to step on everything with its scariness. I mean, look at that. 76 base attack and 68 base speed. This thing ain't going... Nothing's getting through this thing. Anyway, guys, now that that's over with, and we have a new team member in hand, well, grown-up team member, I think we're going to call it episode, guys. This has been Triple9. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.